Media versus artists, the ultimate showdown. So today we'll go through my problem statement, stakeholder and gap analysis, solution, sketches and development, the characters, game concepts and puzzles, skills and key skills and concepts, and finally ending with a reflection. The media is owned and influenced by people with strong political biases. If our activist art goes against those biases, the media often reports them in a negative light. So, who benefits from this? Corporate media outlets and journalists who work for them, and also politicians against these activists, and people who are heavily affected are artists, activists, and the public. Gap analysis. Number 1, global challenge. There's no law for media outlets to not share the complete truth and not misrepresent activists and the events that are happening. 2, current state. Media outlets have no issues painting certain artists' art in a negative light if it goes against their political biases or seems controversial. 3, desired state. Media outlets talk about activists and don't try to twist the narrative because they don't agree with their art showing the complete truth. 4, gap. News and media outlets may spin in stories negatively if they disagree with the activist's art or want to spread misinformation for attention so they can gain more publicity. My solution to the issue. Through a VR video game, I plan to help those who have fallen victim of media outlets' distorted biases on activists' art, which hinders social progress. This video game will teach players to use rational thinking and understand the complete truth behind these media outlets' actions. So some sketches of developing and what the game could be like and what format I would use. In the game, you play as one of the friends of a trio who are ride or die, but may not be the smartest when it comes to understanding computers, despite which each of them say. When designing, I wanted to show diversity with the trio with a fashion taste that doesn't always include darker skin or bigger bodies, shown with Bobbert, Sol, and Axel, or Alex. The overall game is a multiplayer VR puzzle game. After you and your friends were looking at sketchy news websites saying all kinds of crazy stuff about activists, you got a virus. Now it's your guys' job to get rid of it. You'll also solve escape room style puzzles using logical reasoning to understand the truth behind these media outlets. Using Raincode's Mystery Labyrinth as inspiration, I wanted a fun way for players to work together to solve puzzles, since I personally love those kind of games. Game rules. At the end of each level, you will all have to fight a boss, showing what you understood and learned so far. Depending on who you play as, it will determine which puzzles you're able to do and overall play style. Teamwork is a big factor in the success of getting through each level, and certain parts cannot be completed if you try to do it alone or try to do others. Due to the game being a roguelike, anytime you mess up, you have to start from the beginning. But each time you do fail, your team will gain buffs, so it will be easier next time. Key skills and concepts. I learned a good understanding of game design, but I'm still learning, and something I really do want to keep learning. Understanding puzzles, build making, and puzzles a little more than I did before. How activists are treated quite poorly despite the good they do, and a deeper understanding of activism. Reflection. I wanted to show more art, but due to time constraints and not wanting to burden myself with overworking myself, I didn't. But yeah. Another thing, I wish to keep learning game design as a concept, since it's something that's interesting and maybe making games myself one day, but I'm not sure. Personally, I feel like this is probably my best project yet, due to the amount of work I put into it, the slides, and the characters. But yeah, that's all. I hope you all enjoy.